What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Diego Carlos. We had Fred yesterday night or early hours of this morning, and I thought, you know what, let's kick off the cheap beast with another one. 17k, very cheap centre back to get, and to be honest, not a bad centre back. We saw a lot of him last year because of his upgrades from his Europa card, his road to the final live card, and it was a cracking centre back because he's very quick and has some decent defensive ability. So I thought, you know what, we managed to pick him up pretty much the first weekend league, and I've played a hell of a lot of matches with him, and I think with cheap beasts I'd prefer to be playing a lot more matches than when I'm going with like a Messi, a Pogba. I only want to do a couple of games because I already know what they're going to be like. I already can tell from the stats, tell from the price what really they're going to be like, and then you just have a look at the nitty gritty stuff. With someone like this 83, I don't want to go and do everyone and do like 2 matches with Diego Carlos and say yes, he is absolutely phenomenal, because for some people he might not be. For some of them he may literally just be a 2-match fluke with me, and now I've played at least 2 weekend leagues with him, plus obviously rival matches, some squad battle matches and some live foot friendlies. I can give my complete opinion on this guy. So if you want to stick around, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get into the review. So going into the review for Diego Carlos, like I said, he is 17,000 coins currently on the Xbox, 23 on the PlayStation and 22 on the PC. He is Brazilian, so already some nice links going on there. La Liga, so perfect links to someone like Marcelo. He can link up Alex Telles, who probably is one of the best left backs other than probably Ferland Mendy at this moment in time. We then have Varane he can link with, Ramos, who he obviously weak links, but they still link with them. Perfect. And you could put him in the siding of Edison or Alisson, who again is really good links. He is a 3-star skiller with a 4-star weak foot, so already a great weak foot for him. Skill moves, I'm not really too fussed with centre backs. If they have them, it's just a little optional bonus, but it really doesn't do too much. Right-footed, 6'1", with a high defensive work rate and a medium attacking, and he is a high and stocky build, so it does explain a few things, and I do like that I've actually noticed the body type. I'm going to probably keep saying that until I absolutely run it into the death, to be honest. He has got 77 pace with 78 acceleration and 76 sprint speed. He also has 84 interceptions, 83 defensive awareness, 82 and 81 stand and slide tackle. In terms of physicality, we've got 82 jumping, we've got 74 stamina. For me, defensively, I think that's all right. I think if you was to go into kind of like the low 70, like 70, 68, I'd probably have a little bit more of an issue. Anything kind of just in the middle of 75 and above, I could probably take for a centre-back. Everyone has a different opinion on how much stamina needs, or someone needs to have for them to be happy, and to be honest, I totally agree. I would prefer at 80 or above, but obviously with the start of the game, I'm kind of a little bit more lenient with not so many special cards, or not many options for the price that you're paying. I don't want to go out and buy a Virgil, a Laporte, a Varane literally at the start of the game. Laporte is a bad example, but you know what I mean. I don't want to go buy the best of the best, because you're going to lose so many coins during Black Friday, and I'm trying to kind of minimize that loss by going with some cheap beasts, picking up a few good cards, maybe packing a couple, and then looking into that icon market. We have got 86 strength, 85 aggression, so absolutely sound there. Passing wise, it's a bit average, 76 and 74 on the short and long, 68 agility with 55 balance. Again, not the greatest there. That could do with some work. And then we have got 82 reactions with 75 composure. So overall, where he needs them sort of stats, them really important stats, the pace, the defending, the physical, and then it kind of, you go to the nitty gritty, the composure, you look at the real kind of in-game side of it. But in terms of chemistry style, people are looking at that shadow, and I think everyone would do at this moment in time. It does turn him into an 88 rated centre-back, and that's something that you've always got to remember. He is an 83 overall with a chemistry style. Technically, he goes up to an 88 rated centre-back. He'll have 87 pace and 91 defending, and that's pretty much what I run with him. He's an absolutely phenomenal player and really does well for the money that he actually costs. So let's get into some gameplay and see how he did. Lost partners with Varane, and then normally I'll have Edison in net, Mendy as the left back, and then Carvajal as the right back. Obviously, Varane Carvajal are both untradeable. Mendy we packed, Diego Carlos we bought, and then Red Ederson was someone I got out of FUT Champ rewards. So a pretty solid back line. I would say Carvajal does let the side down in terms of the ability, and that's just because he's untradeable. And trying to think of a right back that's either Brazilian from La Liga or I get a strong link with him up top is always the hard part about it. But in terms of what Diego Carlos brings to the team, he's absolutely cracking for recovering. He's got a great standing tackle, manages to jockey the opponent, and in general keeps up with them. We see time and time again where defenders or attackers have kind of gone past me with that little fake shot or gone past me with the through ball, and to be honest, it did at the start of the game really get onto me, and people could just easily pass around me. Now I'm starting to learn a little bit more, trying to kind of level my tackles. I'm learning maybe to drop back a little bit, and that is a perfect scenario for Carlos, because anyone tries to go past him, even if they do manage to give him the slip, he's very good at recovering. He's got great pace on him, he's got a good tackle on him, and physicality is not bad at all. So we do find him being a pretty meta centre-back, to be honest, and I think everyone was going to agree with that. Hopefully we do find an inform for him, because that would actually be amazing. I don't know, I think they're in Champions League, so could we see maybe another version of him? But now going into the overall review for him, like I said, 17k is not a lot at all. In terms of generations, it's interesting. We had a 93 version last year. We had a 91 team of the season. Before that, I think, what even league is that? Let's have a quick gander at that. That is Ligue 1. I thought it might have been. So he was in Ligue 1. Before that, he was in Liga NOS. So he has come a long way from FIFA 16, having a silver card, jumping up 9 ratings, then an extra 1, then an extra 2, then an extra 1, and then an extra 4. So he's had a pretty good 4 or 5 years on this game, and honestly is not a bad player at all. I think links wise he does really well. Fernando, if he ever got a team of the season or a big inform jump, then obviously that would be a nice link, but for right now I wouldn't really recommend it. In terms of icons, there's loads and loads of Brazilians. We're not going to go through all of them. We have got a Campos as a rule breaker, we have Navas as a newly transferred right back. I've seen a few people rock him, to be honest, so he might not be a bad option as well. Obviously with that pace you can't complain one bit. We have got Acuna now as the new left back for Sevilla. We also have Coutinho, who's a nice little link. Marcelo, we've got Tellez, like I said, who links with him. Obviously he's more of a weak link. Militao is a very meta centre back that again would link perfectly, well, strongly, but practically perfect with him. We have got other alternatives, and I don't remember the name, but if he is watching this and has gone this far, thank you very much for the suggestion. We have now got alternatives on the end review, so let me know, and I think feedback wise I enjoy having them, because then I get to kind of make better videos. I've really tried to put myself this year into making a little bit more quality. I know the commentary, again, could do with a bit of structure, and it's something that I do work or try to work on, for instance, but the end review and kind of like the graphics with everything, I did want to try and make something a bit different. So let me know if you do enjoy, if there's anything you'd like to change. That is always something that I always embellish and try and really take that criticism as such. And it's criticism, but that's good, because I can take that on board, we can add something, and I think it does look better for it. We have alternatives. Yes, you could add the price and everything like that, but I think that's going a bit too in depth when I can just say I can go and have a look, and literally I could keep the tabs open or something like that. So we go and have a look at Militao, for instance. We are looking at 6.6k, so a very cheap alternative, and I actually did it on purpose that I had a cheap and an expensive, because then if we do go to someone like Gomez, who this year seems to be the real meta, 84,000 coins, so we have a cheaper version and then more expensive of kind of the meta variety. They're very much same, fast, defending, physical, passing wise a little bit average, dribbling wise again a little bit average. So it is interesting to see the differences and who I personally think alternatively would work. And then we have the links, we have the overall, and it's just a little bit of a breakdown. So let me know down below if you are enjoying that. We will go back to who we're reviewing. Diego Carlos. Honestly, with all of these names, I don't know how I remember them all, but like I said, if you put a shadow on him, you can see right here, 88. If Anchor was the next one, that turns him into, again, an 88. You get a bit more physicality, but you lose out on a little bit of pace. Do I think that can be used as a beneficial factor to get more physicality? 100%. But I think shadow-wise, 87 pace, you're never going to grumble at that as a centre-back, to be honest. Not many people can even reach that sort of level with a shadow. So the fact that you can get one for 17k is absolutely incredible. So without further ado, hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Like I said at the start, it's always amazing to see that support. It has been incredible from the start of FIFA 21. We are about 70 something reviews in, and we've barely passed the first month. Like I say, it's just a massive thank you from me. I'll see you all.